the moment that changes everything. Courage isn't always loud. Sometimes it begins as a quiet decision, one that happens in a single moment and changes everything that comes after it. Welcome to the Daily Spark. This week we're exploring courageous leadership, the kind of courage that shows up in boardrooms, break rooms, living rooms, and crisis moments. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the ability to act with fear present. Today we begin with a story about a teenager, a riverbank, and a decision that turned an ordinary afternoon into a defining moment. In 2023, a high school senior named Anthony was spending an afternoon fishing with friends along a muddy stretch of river outside Kansas City. It was calm, quiet, and predictable, until the moment it wasn't. A car coming around a bend lost control, skidded across the embankment, and launched straight into the water. Within seconds, the vehicle began to sink. Most people freeze in moments like that. The mind needs time to process what the eyes are seeing, but Anthony didn't wait for clarity, he moved. He dropped his fishing rod, sprinted toward the river, and jumped into the cold water without hesitation. Inside the submerged car was a woman trapped and disoriented. The current was strong, visibility low, and water temperature was dangerously cold. Anthony drove again and again, finally managing to pull the door open far enough to reach her. He wrapped his arms around her and dragged her upward until both of them broke the surface. By the time emergency crews arrived, she was breathing, shaken, but alive. When reporters later asked Anthony where the courage came from, he shrugged and said, "Someone needed to help. I couldn't just stand there." There was no long internal debate, no dramatic build-up, just a decision in a single moment that revealed who he already was. Here's the leadership lesson. Courage doesn't wait for ideal timing. It doesn't ask for preparation. It doesn't demand perfection. Courage shows up because of who you have already decided to be. Most of our moments won't involve rescue, but they will involve choices. Speak up or stay silent. Take responsibility or look away. Choose integrity or choose comfort. Begin the hard thing or avoid it another day. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers, "Go," and you listen. Here's a reflection prompt. Where in your life is fear holding you at the edge of action, and what small courageous step can you take today? In your daily spark, courage becomes easier the moment you stop waiting for certainty and start moving with conviction. In closing, courageous moments open the door for courageous lives. Join me tomorrow as we continue this theme. Until then, I am wishing you well.